Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. Good morning. Weather Extra. Tatiana and I have decided that it's gross. Is that what we said? Yes. Technical definition of gross outside. So I said to Tatiana when she came in, I said, is it still raining outside? She's like, it's kind of light, really, like, no, it's just gross. So we're good. That's what we're going to go with. You can see it on the Huntsville camera. We had some showers, just a steady rain falling this morning, a very chilly rain at that, with temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Most of the rain this morning was south of the river at first, and then it started to lift north, and as it lifted north, it brushed parts of South Huntsville and also like Gurley, Scottsboro had some rain, and now we're just kind of left with mist and drizzle and murkiness. And that is your morning personified right there. It's summed up in a nice little nutshell for you. Is what you see is what you get through at least noon in most of the Tennessee Valley. Now, the afternoon will probably be still cloudy, but maybe not as damp and still very cool. This is not setting up to be a really nice day, just to let you know. But you make the most out of it. You do you, boo. There's your rainfall. The steadiest of light rains falling generally in the Coleman area, moving to Albertville. So you still have some showers. We're not done yet. But even though you don't see much north, like in Huntsville and Decatur and Athens, the roads are wet. And that's because there's a lot of low cloudiness. There's still a lot of moisture. It's still drizzly, misty, and everything just seems to be wet. And it's a cold rain where it's been raining. The temperatures this morning were only in the low to mid 40s, and they're not going to move much today. So you see the core of the rain shifting east, and off to the north and west, there is a little bit of cloud cover that it starts to break up a bit in like portions of Memphis and western Tennessee. I don't think that makes it here. I really think this is an overcast day. Now, you might pop a little sunshine and for a brief 5 minutes in the afternoon. If you do, take a picture, send it along, it's good, because I'd rather have more sun than clouds. But this is going to be a fight for any kind of sunshine today. Winds will turn northerly about 5 to 10. That's just going to tug down the cooler air. And literally what you see is what you get all day long. We're like low to mid 40s now. Maybe you can call it upper 40s in Muscle Shoals. Well, 46, I thought it was 48. I don't have my glasses on, I can't see. But your temperature, whatever it is now, won't move much at all. It might go up a degree or two. It might go down a degree or two. If you have a shower, it will probably bring your temperature down a little bit. But there's just not a lot of movement in the temperatures today. It's going to stay cool all day long, especially when you're overcast, you got a little rain, a little breeze. There's your next 12 hours. There's your temperatures stuck right in the 40s. And then dropping tonight and into the upper 20s to near 30. And we do that with a good deal of cloud cover as well, which is odd. If it was clear, usually your overnight lows can be a lot colder. So even with cloud cover, when you wake up Monday morning, we're only around 30. And then our next round of rain comes in. After whatever rain ends today, another shot of rain comes in Monday afternoon, Monday night, Tuesday morning. That's going to be a really cold rain. We got 47 on Monday. Might want to bring that temperature down just a little bit, because I think we'll probably be stuck around 40 most of the day, especially if the rain gets here in the early afternoon on Monday. And it is going to be a very cold rain that falls. Temperatures falling back to the upper 30s Monday night. Some of the forecast models do throw in a little rain snow mix, mainly in like Memphis and then north and west. I think this is a pure rain event for us, but it's going to be a cold rain. Once it moves out Tuesday morning, we dry out in the afternoon, and that means that the parade, the Huntsville Christmas parade, looks to be dry, cloudy, and cold. Some sun on Wednesday, probably the brightest day in the entire 10-day forecast, before more rain catches back up with us on Friday and into next weekend. The theme for the first week of December, because of course we flip the calendar tomorrow, is to be below average, downright cool, cold, however you want to define it. And the nights themselves will be quite chilly, especially on that Tuesday night, because even though it's cloudy during the parade, it looks like it will clear out after midnight. And that could be the coldest night we have all week long, even colder than tonight. We'll have to see how fast we can move the clouds out Tuesday night. That will play a big part in how cold it is. So, yeah, we're in that, was it that cold, dark, and rainy time frame, right, in December. And, oh, one thing I wanted to mention, too, really quick. Yesterday, I'm at my house. It's like 4:15, 4:30. I'm getting ready for the Iron Bowl. And I got a little light precipitation falling in my backyard on the patio. And I said, ugh. Couldn't escape the rain in time. But it went away. But it did make a little noise on the table as it came down. Tink, tink, tink. I could hear it. It was a little sleet. Mixing in. Temperature like 48 degrees, right? So air is really dry. When the air is dry at the surface, that can happen. But just a little sleet. It lasted for like a hot second, and then it was gone. And it was just more like raindrops. But it was pretty cool, or not cool, however you want to look at it. And I said, I'm going inside. Got dressed, went to a cool little shindig watch party, and it was fun. And I had a good time, and I had to go home at halftime because I had to go to bed. But it was fun. And obviously turned out to be a great game. Obviously, everybody wants to win the game, but it was a great game, competitive game. And college football season, man. What a crazy season it's been. And there's more to come, too. More to come. Speaking of football, I hope your favorite NFL team wins today, if you have one. My favorite team, the Titans, will probably lose again, but that's okay. Still going to watch the game, and they get them finally in the TV market. Northern Alabama is included this week. The last 2 weeks we were shunned, and you had to go either have Sunday ticket or you had to go up into Tennessee to watch it. This week, we're back in the coverage market, which is good because there's a lot of Titans fans around here. I found that out last night when I went to my little shindig, the partay, the watch party. There were a lot of Titans fans in the area. It's pretty cool. Hi, Dave Luddy. Good morning. He says, really nasty out there. Yeah, this is a murky one. This is a tough one to take the covers off. You want to put them back on you and go right back to bed, right? That's what I'm going to do when I get done with this weather extra. I'm going to go home and take a nap because today is a nap day. Today's a soup day, too. Pick your choice of soup. Chicken noodle. I had a little bit of chowder yesterday, a little chowder. Yeah, it was good. Chicken noodle, maybe some loaded potato. This is minestrone. I don't know. Maybe make some homemade chili. This is kind of one of those days that soup hits the spot. Get some pho. It's my favorite. All those cravings I have. But soup is a good thing today. Hi, Teresa Atkins. Good morning to you. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. Happy Sunday. Maybe murky outside, but it's warm and sunny inside talking about the weather with you all. I appreciate that. Chilly stuff indeed. This was my coffee mug this morning. Yeah, a lot of coffee. I needed it to get fired up. But yeah, I hope everybody has a fantastic day today. We talked about things to do across the Tennessee Valley. And one of them was, tinsel trails up and going, maybe doing a little ice skating. I know it's really bleak out there now. But I think, I don't know, like if you want to do that stuff, I don't know. I would imagine people would want it a little cooler, feeling a little festive and holiday-like. Maybe not downright cold and brutal. Maybe today's that day you take the walk down Tinsel Trail. It might not be that busy because of the weather. Maybe get a little ice skating in. I know Claudia's a big fan of that. Matthew was down there with her the other day, and they were doing a little live shot, and he was doing the camera, working it. And, yeah, maybe, I don't know, I always say this, and I think Claudia mentioned this when she was there. Check the webpage to make sure access because of weather conditions, especially when you have days like this where it's kind of drizzly and misty. Maybe the little bit of drizzle and mist might make it so they can't get the rink open. I don't know. That's something I would check before I went down there. But there are other things to do, too. There's some indoor stuff. Always some good happenings across the Tennessee Valley. You can find it on our page, which is pretty cool, webpage. But, all right. Weather Extra, Sunday style. I'm going to wrap it up. Brighter days ahead on Wednesday. I talked about this yesterday briefly. Sunset yesterday or Thursday? Friday. I think it was either Thursday or Friday. We made it to the latest in the day it can be. And you say, well, the winter solstice doesn't happen for a couple more weeks. How can that be? Daylight hours are still getting shorter by the day. And they are, by a few seconds. But what happens from now until the winter solstice is our sunset times stay put. And they actually will be a little later in the day, starting on December 12th. But our sunrises, they'll go deeper into the morning. So if it's like a extra minute or two for the next couple of weeks. So you lose time off your sunset more than your sunrise rather than your sunset. So those of you who are not a big fan of the darkness, the cabin fever of winter, there are days that are going to be a little later in the day with some daylight. Starting on December 11th, we add a little bit of time. So 4:35 becomes 4:36. 4:36 becomes 4:37. And before you know it, it's January 10th and we're back to 5 p.m. sunsets. Boom, just like that. We're almost there. Now, those of you who like winter and don't care about the darkness or the cold, and you want snow and you want all that stuff that comes with it, there's a lot of time left for that too, because we haven't technically even got to winter yet. But December 1st, which is tomorrow, is what we call meteorological winter. And it's just really for the weather people to keep statistics a little bit more organized, because you can have a different start time, like it's a revolving door on what day sometimes the season starts, right? Also, too, nothing more frustrating with trying to keep stats that start in like the third week of the month. So we try to keep it very organized. So December, January, February, winter, right? March, April, May, spring. June, July, August, summer. September, October, November, fall. And it starts on the first and ends on the last day. And this fall keeps it nice and tidy for statistics. That's why it's a meteorological winter beginning tomorrow. That's our seasons, so to speak. I think the winter solstice this year, I'm pretty sure I had the time down. You would think I would know it off the top of my head, but I don't. It is the 21st. Okay. So I do believe it's the 21st at 9:03 a.m. So that's when our winter solstice will be this year, December 21st. Not technically the shortest day of the year in terms of daylight, because all days are 24 hours, but not quite the shortest. I think December 20th this year is actually a minute or a couple seconds shorter, but nonetheless, you get the gist. Evelyn. Hi, Evelyn. Good morning, Evelyn Belmont. Good to see you. Jake Levitt says, we need snow. Hey, you do you. If you like snow, it's all you. I can't stand the stuff. So we'll see how it goes this year. But we're good for at least one wintry kind of event every winter I've been here. This is my fourth winter here. We had the Sleet Fest. We had that burst of snow that one morning last year. It lasted for like a hot 2 hours. Then it was gone and melted by like noon. We had that December 26, 2022 quarter-inch of snow debacle. The temperature's right at 32 degrees and glazed everything over with ice. So we've had our fair share of winter stuff. We had that really cold Christmas that year too. Remember the temperatures dropped? I don't know, all the stuff, I don't forget it. But snow, if somebody wants snow, I say, you know what, if we need snow, I don't know about needing it, but I know one thing. If we're going to have some snow before Christmas, adds to the ambiance of the holiday season. That's nice. But some people love it. Other people don't. The bottom line is it's our job to forecast it and let you know what's going to happen. And that we will try to do. But for now, I'm not forecasting nothing. I'm going home. Jada is going to be in tonight. She'll have the very latest. Eric Burke will be here, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. for all your weather updates for you. He'll probably be keeping an eye on the radar, I imagine, tracking that rainfall that will be moving from southwest to northeast during the morning tomorrow and eventually catch up with us in the afternoon. He'll have more probably on when it's out of here, trying to make sure that we can all push it out of here fast enough so we have a dry parade Tuesday evening. And then Brad will be in Monday night. So everybody have a fantastic Sunday. Try to stay warm, a little cool, cloudy, grossness out there today, but a little brighter by the middle part of the week. Have a good one.